Let's go ahead and make a party. Party, party, party. We just want to party. Hello, everyone who is on, if anyone is on right now. Let me go ahead and play game. How's everyone doing today? Hello, person, human, and or thing. I don't know what to say anymore. Yesterday was a thing for me, guys. So hey, we're back. I'm making this kind of like a daily thing because it's Minecraft. You can make this into like a daily anything. So it's whatever. Dun 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 dun. Hey, Calico. You haven't grown yet. We need to talk. Again with the creepers already with the creepers. Come on. Come on. Zewoofia has arrived. Zewoofia has arrived. Imagine that with like a German accent. Like, it was close enough. I got free meat out of that, so whatever. How's it going, Calico? How's everything? I mean, I really do hope Spirit's not streaming again, because if he is, I swear to whatever higher power there is, for me, it's the God Almighty. If he is streaming, I'm quitting as quickly as I can. Zed Wolffair has arrived. Well, I mean, just imagine a German accent. Don't actually say it. I can try to do a German accent to it. Zaid Wolfie has arrived. That was more Scottish than anything. I'll work on it. Technically it was 12. I hate my life. Still, because that was, what the? Jesus. That was weird. Blessed by the Mega Tree. Somehow the Minecraft god made a tree and it made it mega. And we don't know why, but it's huge. I'll plan another one. Party, party, party. We just want to party. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Man, you say that was hilarious. For me, that was suffering. You went to bed at 2 a.m.? You're crazy. Christ, Calico. Get your sleep. Don't be like me now, because I suffer from that. That's why I'm just going to do like an hour stream for today, because, I mean, yeah, I can't be doing too much anymore. Trying to light this place up because I don't need any more creepers, zombies, skeletons, especially skeletons, to come up right behind me and just kill me. Oh my god. Probably awake, grinding the living mess out of Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2, because that's what I usually did. Or learning how to play Naruto Stone 4 to beat Spirit, because at some point he was better than me, but then I got better than him because I actually got the game in my hands and started playing with better people than Spirit. So I really wasn't the perfect role model for Sleep back then. I mean, think about it. That was back then. Now I'm being responsible. I have a job. I gotta sleep early, and also that affects me a little bit because I have migraines, and it's like they're like really bad. So at some point, I actually do have to take it easy and try to get some sleep. They're not fun. So that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, migraines come from either sleepless, dehydration, and all that other great stuff. So you may want to try to take it easy. Also, ew, flesh? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? She loved you and now she's gone. What a miss, what a dun, 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 dun. I'm just trying to light up the world a bit, because if I swear to Christ, I get another war bit in my freaking stream, I'm dying. I'm quitting, I'm letting everything just expire and whatever. Yeah, sure, bud. I'll definitely subscribe to you. Like I said, we gotta help each other out, so definitely will do you the favor. I mean, again, that could be also like a bot or whatever, but I can care less. If it's not a bot, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just saying, because I had bots do this before. That's what I'm trying to say. But definitely, man, I'll definitely subscribe to you. Definitely give you a check out. I'm actually surprised John's not here. I mean, it already did the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Every single second I came back to life, a creeper was just right behind me. I'm talking normal, like everything's hey, yeah, this and that. Next thing you know, tss, I'm like, why? I swear, man, creepers are the worst thing to ever exist in this game. And they were supposed to be pigs. Let's add the final layer right here. Ah, I thought I was not gonna make that. Let's go to sleep before anything else bad happens to me. I would prefer nothing bad happens to me right now. Oh, what in this world? Oops, I did not mean to. I meant to go to the crafting table. There we go. How'd you get vines? That's so weird. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? Now she's gone. I swear, Steven Universe music is so catchy. Even if you're not a fan. I can show you how to be strong in the real way. I know that we can be strong in the real way. And I want to inspire you. I want to be your rock, and when I talk, it lights a fire in you. I want to inspire you. I want to be your rock, and when I talk, it lights a fire in you. Such a catchy song, I swear. In the real way, and I want to inspire you. I want to be your rock, and when I... Whoops. And when I talk, it lights a fire in you. And I want to inspire you. To add a little bit of cringe into the song. I know if Rika was here, she would not like that. Because she loves Steven Universe as much as I do. Or probably even more. I mean, she actually played the game that they made for him. I have not played it yet. I should really play it. I know that we can be strong the real way. I'm actually surprised John's not here. Well, it is kind of late night. He could be asleep. Or he could be awake making videos. It is whatever. BT Dubs, if you haven't said happy birthday to Rika, it should be a good time before it becomes midnight, because it is her birthday today. Just a quick heads up. I wanna be a rockin' when I talk, it lights a fire in you. Oh, well, I mean... Dude, that's me every single day. I thought today was Friday. It felt like a Friday to me for some weird reason. I'm thinking tomorrow's Saturday, but I know it's Thursday. And I want to inspire you. I want to be your rock, and when I talk, it lights a fire in you. Man, this is gonna be a lot of work. I really did make this big, though. I am surprised I actually did it. I mean, I usually do it this size anyway, but I don't think I made it this big before. It was a first. I'm actually surprised I had any casualties on this. I was supposed to call my family and thanks for the card that mailed over to me. I forgot about that time. Forgot about the time. Stupid time. It happens. Time is a curious thing, my friend. Like today, when I was at work, I felt like it was already 5 o'clock because it just felt like 5 o'clock to me. Next thing I know, I look at the time. It's only 1. I'm like, what the heck? But if you can still call them, please go ahead and call them. You know. I'm supposed to say, was that a mushroom? That looked like a mushroom for a second. All you can hear in the background is like true. At least you can tell them that you did make the attempt. At least you're not lying. You tried. All right, go ahead. Don't worry, I won't be going anywhere for a few minutes. And I want to inspire you. That's why the people of this world believe in Garment Amethyst and Pearl and Steven. If you can only know what we really are. And we will protect the earth, and we will protect you. We are the crystal gems, we'll always save the day. And if you think we won't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in Garment, Amethyst, and Pearl and Steven. I suck at singing Steven Universe. Ooh da dee dee. Time out. Oh wait, no, never mind. And we will protect your earth, and we will protect you. Apparently I caught that tree sapling, sap. And we go sap. If I'm able to get at least 64 blocks, I think that should be enough. That's right, there's like pieces up here. And then we'll go out for pizza. We are the crystal gems. That song is addicting. Alright, so obviously my aunt and uncle didn't answer, but my grandmother picked up. Like usual, it takes a second and call for her to know, but still, I didn't expect that. And it happens. I mean, again, it could be worse. At least someone answered, at least he tried to get in touch with them. And it worked, but again, they were probably asleep. So, at least he attempted it. Don't be, I mean, it worked out some way. Alright, I'm getting the flip out of here because if not, I'm gonna die. Oh, yep, like I said, I was this close. How? I was legit... Pig, I'm taking my frustration out of you. What did I say? We'll go get it. We'll just sleep quickly. Calico, I called it. I swear someone gave me a call and I decided to answer it because I freaking called it. I mean, I know I killed the pig, but I need it for food. I just didn't kill it for anger. I wanted food. These war zones, these are getting worse and worse by the second. I need to move up there quickly, because if not, it's not gonna get any prettier. Did I got all my stuff? Let's put this all here. And we will protect you. Have you ever seen Steven Universe? If you have, you're amazing. Also, every single song they sing is catchy. You're gray. I want you. Dead. You're just a cow. I need your meat. And we will protect your earth. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Can I put a bone in here? Apparently not. I can't imagine nuclear alarms going. I mean, that's basically how it's gonna go. I mean, that's... I wish I can hear them, but apparently they don't work for me. Ooh. I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 stacks of wooden planks. Hopefully, this should work. I'm gonna kill you because you're annoying as already as it is. How are you hitting me? How are you hitting me? Makes no sense how you're hitting me. Also, I should really try to fix this. All right, so I mean, you heard their songs, right? Like, holy crap, their songs are crazy catchy. Like for no reason. I mean, I know they got like a pop star singing with them. Uh, if you know who I'm talking about, well, I think her name's Esther or Estelle. Like, holy crap, she can sing. If you know who she voices, then you're amazing. Because again, she can sing. I don't know. I'm in love with Steven Universe as it is. It's a good show. I wish there was a way to insta teleport from down here to up there, but that's kind of hard to do. Once I'm done building this and I settle down, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and mine for stuff. Of course. Even in a minute, if you're able. I am made of la and I'm strong and stronger than you. La This is who I am. This is who we are. I love that song, man. Okay. And we go out for pizza. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in. I think my favorite song from Steven Universe for now is You Do It For Her. You know when you do it for her, that is to say, you do it for him. That one and the Full Disclosure, where Steven actually sings about how he should really stay away from Connie. Again, a very emotional cartoon for kids. With my short existence, I could make a difference. I can be his knight. This is gonna take a while. Wee. So I have an idea. I can do some. I regret nothing. Oh. Oh man, stupid ladder catch me in my death. Damn it. Alright, let's go ahead and try again. So what I'm gonna do to make my life easier. Deep down, I know that I'm just a human. But doesn't mean I can stop my soul and fly with my short existence. Good. Donkey. That was the joke of the day, guys. The effort I'm putting in jokes today, like, oh my god. Balance is the key, and you do it fast. You know you win, you do it fast. To say, you do it for him. Oh, so cool! I got another Mega Tree. I mean, I think that's it for the Mega Tree. I have a donkey. I have a house. Ooh. Now I'm woolly. But I, laddie. You can't be making joke like this. With a Scottish accent. Ah, you wee little pleb. Demented RGA? I don't think I do a bad Scottish accent. I think it's probably like the easiest out of all of them. The word is probably. I'm not sure how Scottish accents work, but you know, I'm okay. You do it for her. That's how you know you can win. You do it for her, that is to say, you do it for him. Deep down, you know that you're just a human. Balance is the key with my short existence. That song is really catchy, and it's stuck in my head now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do. Balance is the key. Oh. Oh, you think? I can't even do a British accent. I'm being honest. I think I can. Hold on. No, I don't think I can make a British accent. It comes more Scottish to me than British, I think. It's like, yes, pep, cheerio. How's it going? Oh, good, mate. How's it been? How's it, missus? Yeah. Well, you know, it's been here. Yeah, I just been playing some football. All that. For me, that's my British accent. Now, if I try to do like a Scottish accent, well, you scallywags, what have y'all been doing to? You've been pondering around, eh? Yeah, seems fine. That's good. Don't be a wanker, you wanker. Come on, another damn bloody leprechaun. Give me my respect. See, I can do a definite, like, Scots accent with no difficulty whatsoever. I think it's like, it feels more natural to me do a Scottish accent than a British accent. I don't know. I'm weird. But again, that's me. Everyone's different. I'm on the hunt for trees. Ow. Bloody hell. You sure about that? Aye, laddie. I was Hispanic, born in and raised in Scotland. Aye, laddie, I'm not no damn bloody leprechaun. Yeah, I'm not laugh. I like how everyone thinks that Gordon Ramsay, you know, the famous chef, is actually British when he's not. He's from Scotland. Straight out of Scotland, you know? You know what's funny? I can't do a Spanish accent. Even if I wanted to, I can't do like the stereotype Spanish accent. I don't know why. Like, it's so hard for me to do it. Like, I do like the, you know, the basic. Hey, what's up, Holmes? Nah, Holmes. You crazy, Holmes. Like, I can do that. That's basic. Ah, yes, you mean the Russian accent. Where you just make the voice a little bit more deeper. I sound like Italian when I do that. You know he's a big softy, right? I mean, he screams and yells for, you know, entertaining purposes, but he's actually quite a nice guy. And I'm just defending him because I actually like his cooking shows. And his cooking himself. And his cooking skills. I actually do watch all of his cooking things. I am actually going to try to make a beef Wellington this Christmas. He made a tutorial on how to do it, so I'm going to see if I can whip it up and, you know, it looks delicious. Honestly, it looks amazing. Ah, you scallywag. Get out me room. Ma, he's in my room. Like, I swear, if I would have grown up in Scotland, I would probably have the best Scottish accent ever that you won't even notice I'm Hispanic. I mean, I already have a decent American accent. You can barely tell I speak Spanish, but there's moments where I stutter and kind of mess my pronunciation, and that's where you can tell I'm Hispanic. Well, that's what most people tell me. Everyone who knows me and everything knows, they be like, oh, so you're Hispanic, right? I'm like, yeah, I can't tell. You have such a great accent. I'm like, oh, thank you. I worked hard for it, I guess. Oh, I thought I was gonna hit that block. Are those oak trees? Let's see. They don't look like it. Spruce. I mean, we all have accents, right? Because honestly, when you go to New Jersey, I mean, you go to New Jersey and you start talking like a little kid almost. You know, yo, I'm from New Jersey, from the Bronx. When you go to New York, you gotta have like a weird street talk to it. I'm from Brooklyn. Where you from? You come over here where I'm at. You gotta be straight up. Go, hey cuz, what's up, cuz? What you doing, cuz? Man, I'm just straight chilling, bro. You know, straight cooling, keeping it 100. You learn things. Hopefully I can get this done soon enough. At least one floor. At least one floor. Once I get that one floor done, then I'm just gonna do the rest. Alright, I'm going home because chicken. I need chicken. Hey, Calico. What you doing there, lassie? A young scallywagger. Why are you trying not to follow the chair? These young kids are nowadays. Hold up. These youngsters nowadays, they're so crazy with their fads and their style. They have to pull up their pants just a wee bit more. Now they can see all the blood flaps. They're tiny. And no one wants to see that. I mean, I just imagine myself in a few more years being old as heck. And start talking like an old man. When I was a young man, every single kid had the fat of pulling their pants down. At least halfway. We can see their butt. And if they don't be cleaned, you can see their stains. It was disgusting. I think they never heard of a belt before. Or their mother giving it to them. And not in a good way. Or probably in some other other ways. Don't worry. Grandpa, what are you talking about? Nothing. Did you know Grandpa could speak in a Scottish accent? Since when? Since now, laddie. How's it going? Be singing, somebody once told me the world was gonna move me. Oh my. What a cruel world, eh? I do wonder though, the stereotype that we give the Canadians, is it true? I really want to go to Canada and actually just test out if that's actually true or not. I mean, at least in Canada, they don't have to deal with someone like Trump. Somebody once told me the world is gonna melt me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Since when? Since now, laddie. Grandpa, you okay? Bloody hell. I mean, honestly, I can see myself having that conversation at some point. Alright, hopefully... I mean, I got a bunch now. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm thinking to myself, if I move to Canada, how is it gonna be? I mean, I know Canada's still almost the same thing as us, but they have different currencies than us. It's still a different country. I'm still thinking it's part of USA, but it's not. It's a whole different country with a different government and different rules, and you know, it's a weird place. Even though we make like so much fun of it here in America, I don't get it. I bet the country of Canada is such a lovely place. And I'm strolling, so I'm taking the time on my right. I'm trying, so I'm taking my time on my right. I mean, it's depending what part actually you live in Canada, because not everything's cold up there. It's like certain areas. I think if you live more up north, yeah, then yeah, it's gonna be like freezing cold. But in certain parts of Canada, it's actually pretty warm. I should know because my uncle used to date a girl from Canada. And she'll tell us basically everything's the same, just that you guys are more overpriced and some parts it snows and some parts it doesn't. And I mean, it's depending what part in Canada you live. Also, Canada teaches you French. So in certain areas you have to learn how to speak French. You don't speak just one language, and that's what I kind of like about it. It's so diverse. I heard, especially if you're like from someone who's out of country, like an immigrant, they're more, they're somehow more understanding about that, and they help you out even more. I mean, that's kind of crazy. We're supposed to be the land of the free, right? But apparently we're not. Not the way Trump is running things. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be speaking about this. I can't care less about politics, but this just kind of bothers me. Whew, 25% of this done. Now the rest of it. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's story time. No, I'm kidding. I actually don't have any stories for today. I don't know what to tell. You know, this game is perfect for like story times, you know? It's such a calm game that you can actually tell a story, relaxing, just building. Eh. Well, I thought there was water on that side. It's already nighttime. What are you guys talking about? Let me go sleep. Oh, where did I die? I died right here. No, 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 buddy. Come on, come on. I don't feel like dealing with skeletons right now. I don't. Please die. What? I'm about to say, yo. Hold on. That's raw beef. I don't need raw beef. I have bread. I heard a story time, got all excited. I'm sorry. I mean, I have stories to tell. I can't be saying all the stories either, because I need to wait for Spirit to animate some, at least. But sure, I can give some up. Why are you wearing my boots? Why you have a sword? Why am I getting wrecked in the morning? What is going on? Let me get my freaking... Come here. I got something for you. Punk. All right, no, seriously though. If you want a story time, I'll give a story time. All right, let's stick with something then. Did he have iron? Oh wow, he had iron. Story. Let's see. What is a good story to tell my peoples? I can probably not really. It's not really a story. It's more like a rant in a way. So, growing up as a kid, as a Hispanic Latino kid, I was always expected by my elders, as in other people in the Spanish community, to supposedly already know how to speak Spanish. Now, this was going on since I was like 3 to 4 years old. Not because of how can I say this? Not because they see me as a Hispanic person, no, because they saw me speak Spanish before and heard me before and expected me to keep growing with that. And so basically I grew up. An issue was here in the US, they forced you to learn English, which isn't bad. I mean, English is a well-known language throughout all the world, but it kind of makes you forget your, the roots where you came from. So growing up, I kind of forgot how to speak Spanish. At some point where when my mom needed to talk to me, I spoke to her with hand signs and a mix of Spanish and English, which we called Spanglish, because it was just bad. It was always hard to go to a Spanish place and try to order food or something because I can never pronounce the words correctly. So it was always hard for me. And then apparently I couldn't even pronounce the names right for some people, because apparently they had some special names where you have to roll your tongue for it. It's like, it was a whole thing. So growing up, it was always kind of rough for me because everyone just assumed I speak Spanish, and I never did. I couldn't understand it perfectly. Like, don't get me wrong, I can understand Spanish to 100%. Unless you're Dominican, Puerto Rican, and Panamanian, then you may want to slow down. But growing up, basically, Spanish was kind of rough. Your name is Ed now. You're Ed the chicken. Live on. Move forward. And don't die. Alright, back to this. So yeah, it was always troublesome being... So it was a hot, maybe Tuesday afternoon, and I was going to catch the bus home. So I walked to the bus stop, and behold, a red light and cross. So yeah, that's my rant for right now. While you try to tell your story, Calico, I'm gonna think of one of my own. I have a bunch of stories I can tell. Alright, proceed to the next turner. BT dubs, just asking this real quickly. Just write yes or no at the end of the sentence of what you're typing. Um, have you heard of my biggest breakup? The story of my biggest breakup ever that I had? I can talk about that. It's not really a big issue to me. I know John did. But I don't know if you did. Yeah, just once you finish typing, whatever, just write yes or no. But I, for one, wasn't gonna miss. So wasn't gonna miss. So me, stupid bus. So what? Wasn't gonna miss. So me, some stupid bus. Okay, miss some stupid bus. So I did what I would always do: run for that thing and IDK to tell when I'm done. I don't know. Tell a story when I'm done. Alright, keep going, Calico. I gotcha. That's basically my every single day life right there. When I didn't have a car. Or was legally allowed to drive, even though I did it a lot. Just tell me when you're done with the story, and I can just go ahead and tell you mine quickly. Oh man, that's crazy deja vu. As in, that's basically my whole entire time being a teenager. Did I really just jump for no reason? Here comes a thought. Whoops, why'd they do that? Nope. Well, that happened. So with a heavy ass fudge book bag on, I beat the bus and all the passengers cheered for me. I found one of my own teachers on that bus. Oh my god. I mean, I guess she didn't like you because she didn't stop the bus for you. I stopped him and said, "Why didn't you stop the bus?" Because he knew the driver, and he was going like, "I was going to." That's such a damn lie. And me and you know both know the Calico. He wasn't gonna stop for you. Still, if you keep training like that, you can become a freaking track racer. Or a track runner, sorry. Be the new, what's that guy that does track for, like, the Olympics? Usain Bolt? Hopefully I said his name right, because I don't know much. A lady moved her bag and let me sit next to her and talk to me until I got off. She said she wasn't going to let me run for nothing. And looked if she was reading to and look as if she was reading to stop the driver for me. She was nice. Oh. Oh, ready. Okay. I mean, at least you had someone who was nice enough to almost stop the driver. If I was only that lucky. Oh, wow. So we basically have two. Basically every county has their own public service bus, and then we have the Metro bus, which ranges from all DMV, which is basically Maryland, DC, and Virginia. So basically those buses go from the state of Maryland to the District of Columbia to the state of Virginia. And then we have our own buses in PG County called the bus. Now, if you were basically able to get the driver's attention for the Metro bus, they will stop for you. That's their thing. They will definitely stop for you and let you get on the bus. Now, the bus, the public transportation bus for PG County, if they see you running for your life to catch their bus, they're not gonna stop 1 second to even look at you. For the same reason that they have a tight schedule. If they can't meet with par to their schedule, they get in trouble. Which I get, you know. I mean, of course, you have to do what you gotta do. People are waiting for the bus to, you know, to get in the bus so they don't suffer from heat, from the cold, or whatever. Makes sense, right? But if someone's literally right next to you, and it doesn't take you just 1 second to open the door and let them in, you should really stop for them, right? But no, not that day. It was like an afternoon. I was just coming back, hanging out from a friend's house or from somewhere. I was doing something. I don't remember what I was doing. I didn't know I just had to catch the bus back home. And issue was, there's two buses that can take you back home, and that day, the bus came first, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna catch the bus, and actually, get home. Don't feel like walking because I love walking, but there's some days I just don't feel like walking, and I didn't feel like walking, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting out the train station. I see the bus. There's a stop before it leaves the station, the train station, the metro station, and I was like, hey, can you open the door? The guy's ignoring me, and he starts leaving. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how you want to play it. I see. And around that time, I was a freshman in high school still. I was like, okay, this is what you want to do. And I was a sophomore around that time. Yeah, I was a sophomore. So I was like, okay, this is what you want to do? I got it. Bet. I booked it across a highway and chased that bus down to the next stop. Literally to the next 2 or 3 stops, I beat the bus. Panting, tired, and everything. I look at the guy with the most meanest look ever that you can give someone. And he just looked at me like he didn't care. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, a legit highway. There's no lights. I mean, there is a light, but the way that I crossed, there was no lights in whatsoever in any direction. So you basically had to run for your life. I somehow beat him to the next 3 to 4 stop. Yeah, the public transportations are kind of, I mean, I get it. They it's not that because they want to be jerks. It's because they have a time limit to meet. If they don't get to Z time limit, they get in trouble. Which I get. But, like I said, if you're right next to the bus, or you just miss the stop by a couple seconds, it doesn't take more than 3 to 4, takes less than 10 seconds for you to get on the bus. But like I said, we have 2 public buses that we can take here in Maryland, if you're in PG County, or the DMV, basically. And if you're in Montgomery County, because Montgomery County also has, what's it called? Ride the bus. That's what they're called. Yeah, it's weird. We have like, it's weird. It's just weird. I guess I'll finish the stream with this last story. I know I told John about this. I don't know if I told you this story. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Tell your story first, and I'll just wait. I'll wait to end the stream after I end with the story. I'm gonna go mine right now. Alright, let's see. So I was in the city with my mom. Okay. And baby, won't you meet me in the middle? That song is catchy. It's in my head now. It was mild traffic. Mom obviously figured I would almost die, so she flung me across the street, stopping a driver car and shouted, "Catch it!" I have so many questions for you now. Like, why would she fling you though? Jesus Christ. While you're writing your story, just a quick thing. So I jumped a huge amount of snow and ran for the bus. I saw people stop and what they were doing to watch me run. I would always do this thing as a kid where I would just stick my arm, head, and leg out so the bus can see me and stop. I thought I was supposed to do that. I don't know why. But yeah. Continue. I just wanted to say that. Oh wow. That's good, at least. You made it. No casualties, so yeah, mission is successful. EZ Wolfie made it. Mission complete. Me pickaxe? No. Alright, so for this story, we're gonna have to go not too back, but somewhat behind. Okay, so when I was a kid, growing up here, and all that good jizz and jazz and all that great stuff, I explained before, I actually had to stay back in first grade for the same reason that I couldn't speak nor write well, so they made me stay back in first grade. I get made fun of that a lot by Spirit, but I mean, oh well. They didn't have the no kids left behind rule back then, so it was whatever. So I had to stay back in first grade, and I'm kind of glad I did, because around that time I met my childhood friend. I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call her what I called her last time, Princess Jasmine. Cause holy crap. In my eyes, she was a dime. She's a 10 out of 10. And okay. We grew up together basically. She went to the same school I did for like ever until 5th grade. 5th grade, my mom, in the middle of 5th grade, my mom decided to buy a house, which is the one we're living in currently, and meaning I had to move away from that place, which kind of sucked for me because I had everything planned out in my head. I had going to this certain middle school, going to this certain high school, stay here and try to conquer this girl's heart. I said life. I meant heart. Heart, not life. Try to conquer this girl's heart and somehow one day marry her. That's a pretty deep thought for a 5th grader, you know that? But oh well, and you know, it didn't happen. I moved here and I met Spirit and all that jazz. I mean, it wasn't a bad experience. I got to meet Spirit at least. He's a good guy. Kind of glad I met him too. But at the end of the day, I was kind of upset that I had to leave. Because I had everything in my head, like I said, planned out. I had everything perfectly planned out. I had everything in certain coordination. Everything was just... Everything was according to plan. But alas, I moved. I finished the 5th grade at the school I was going to, and went to 6th grade in the school that was closest to me. After that, I never got to see my best friend ever again. I would always try to look for her on Facebook when Facebook was out, because I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is a thing that everyone has. And no luck. I went through all those years basically without her, and it kind of sucked because she was always on my mind, like almost every day. I thought maybe she moved out of state, or she just left the country, or I don't know. I didn't know what to think because she was just... I couldn't find her. Not that I couldn't find her, it's just that I mistaken her last name for a Spanish name, when it was actually more Scottish or Island. She explained to me the other day why her name's like that. BT dub, she's Caribbean, so yeah. And so it was like I was always trying to find her, but I can never ever get any type of hint where she was at or what she was doing basically. And I just kind of gave up at some point. I was like, well, it is whatever. You know, I got used to my life now without her, and I must continue doing that with my life now, with and without her. And around the time I was dropping out of high school, starting to get a real job, I get this message from Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and I was like, who could this be at this time? It was like maybe 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't sleep much back then. Like I said, I would always be up playing video games like I am now. And, or just watching videos on YouTube, whatever. Because I didn't work back then, and I was getting my first job around that time. Which was GameStop, but then that didn't work out, so I started working at McDonald's. So I was like, oh well, I still have 2 more weeks before I go to McDonald's and start working there. And I received this weird message, and I was like, who's this? I saw her name and everything. I was like, oh wow. Could this be her? Could this be Jasmine? I was like, I mean, let's see what happens. And behold, it was her. I got so happy and so excited when she told me it's actually her. I couldn't believe it. You know, I just couldn't believe that it was actually her after all this time. I was already turning 18, basically around that time. I was just like, wow, this is great. Hey, everything, you know, start talking, catching up with each other. And I asked her, hey, do you want to hang out? And she was like, yeah, sure. So we decided to hang out on we planned a day to hang out, but we had a bad snowstorm that week, and so, or the day before, so everything was kind of rough. So we scheduled for 2 days, and then basically we rescheduled because we weren't able to see each other that day because everything was just bad. So then we had to wait for 2 days, and I was like, okay. So I got myself ready. I got all, you know, pretty up. I got all my cologne and the fancy clothes, a nice hangout, but still I look cute clothes on, basically. Because again, I still had feelings for her since I still had feelings for her for ever since forever. So I was like, yep, this could happen. This means this was meant to be. You never know. So I went over where she lived, and it was pretty far because I had to take at least a train, 2 trains, and like a bus to get where she lived at. So I got there maybe like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was waiting for her to come because she hadn't meet me at the spot yet. And when I see her walking down, and my heart dropped quick. I was so happy I got to see her again after all these years. And it was a great feeling just to see her again. We hugged, and it felt good. You know, when we hugged, it felt good. Felt nice. We started hanging out, started talking. We went inside, we got some food. She paid for it. Because again, I was broke. She babysat. So, she had money, I didn't. So yeah, afterwards, I got the balls and actually asked her out to a movie. And she was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I remember the day exactly, too. I remember the date. It was around December 27th. A few days before my birthday, because my birthday is on the 29th of December. And since now you know my birthday, you got to get me something now. I'm kidding. Back to the story. So yeah, we went on a date. We went to go see Lord of the Rings, or was it? Yeah, it was like Lord of the Rings. It was a long movie. It looked cool and everything, but I wasn't into Lord of the Rings. I thought she was. That's why I did it. And apparently she wasn't. So I was like, oops. Bad movie choice. But around that time, there was no good movies coming out. So it was either that or watch a really bad sitcom. Or romance comedy. Or watch a bad comedy should I say? My bad. So, I mean, afterwards, I started talking. We started talking. We started walking around the mall, and then I asked her, "Hey, how you like the date? Is it going well for you, as it is for me?" And she's like, she looked at me kind of awkwardly, like, "A date? Is this a date?" I'm like, "Oh, what? I thought you knew." Thanks, Calico. And so, continuing the story, she was like, "Oh, I thought, I mean, I thought it was just us hanging out." I was like, "Oh, well, I mean, you know, if it's a boy and girl going out to a movie, the boy's buying everything. It's kind of like a date, you know." She's like, "Oh, okay." And me being gutsy, which I never am, by the way, I literally put my hands around her hips. She feels awkward at first, but she liked it, so she let me. That, or she felt sad for me, and she felt like if she made me take my hands off, I would, I would feel bad. But oh well. So that happened, and afterwards, we were just waiting for the buses to come. I was waiting to part ways from her because I figured out there's a bus that takes me directly where she lived at, and I mean, I'll have to walk maybe 15 minutes to my house, but it's fine. So while waiting for the bus, she got up close to me and hugged me and was like, "I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want you to go." I'm like, "I know. But don't worry, we'll see each other again soon. I promise I'll come back as soon as possible." 3 days later, about, we kind of I went over to her place. We hanged, we chilled. And then we went to go sit at a chair in the park. She was sitting down kind of sideways and leaned on me. So I kind of put my arms around her, turned to her side, and put my face very next to her face, basically. In the moment, I kind of know what she felt, and I know what she was thinking to do, because I was thinking the same thing. But then she was kind of freaking out because it was the first time. She never had a boyfriend before. I was basically her first. So she was kind of nervous and kind of shy. And I was too, because I always dreamt of this, you know. I always dreamt of trying to... Ow. I always dreamt of doing, kissing her and all that crap. And led to believe I actually... Mission accomplished. That actually happened. She stand up. She started working over to the neighborhood park, which were many of them because they were like apartment complexes all around. And she leaned over, I leaned over, and she leaned over, and we just kissed. You know, it was more like a makeout session and more than anything. By God. But yeah, that actually happened, and it was like, oh my God, this is incredible. My life just got like 10,000% much more better because of this. And after that, after that kiss, I asked her out, and we started dating. After a few, I think it was after 3 months, things start to get a little bit too serious in ways that it shouldn't have. Again, I kind of blame myself for it, because I should have honestly asked her how she felt about it and if she wanted to. I have a way with words which can trick people into believing that's what they want to do. And so, in a way, I kind of convinced her to do something that she didn't want to do until she was ready. And yeah, things got pretty serious at some point. And you know, the deed was done. I was her first, so basically I was her first with that too. And then after that, it was basically I based off everything. I based everything off of sex, basically. If, you know, every time she came over, we had to do it. Every time she was near me and no one's around, I just had to, you know. And then I would make promises to her that I would honestly never keep. I mean, I tried my darn best, but I didn't work as much, and I was just getting my sea legs. I just turned 18, a fresh dropout kid with no high school diploma whatsoever. Yeah, that actually happened, Calico. I'm not so innocent. I mean, these are past mistakes I made, and I'm learning from them. Oh boy, I'm learning from them. But back to this. I would make promises that I would never keep with her. I mean, I tried to. Honestly, I tried to, and it was always hard for me because like I said, I dropped out of high school at a young age, at the age of 18. And to get a job, it was difficult. Most jobs require you to have a high school diploma, which I didn't have. And I never worked for a day in my life. So experience of working, I never had. So I would get fired so constantly, I would lose a job so quick. And then I would stay months, and I mean months, without a job. I mean, I feel bad, to be honest, with for everything that had happened between us. I mean, she's my childhood best friend, and for her to deserve, I mean, for her to have her first boyfriend do all that stuff, it's not good, you know? I mean, sure, I let it go now. I mean, everything's in the past, and we talk and everything. Kind of sucks, though, because I did kind of ruin the friendship. She doesn't talk to me as much anymore. But, I mean, it's okay. I don't really blame her. Let me continue the story, because I stopped for a second. Let's see. Kept promises that I would never make. And, yeah. I mean, sure, she had her defaults, but they were, you know, understandable. She wanted me to, you know, do something about things, and I wouldn't do it. You know, she wanted me to start working. She wanted me to do this. She wanted me to do that. She wanted to help me for my future, because she knew a high school diploma was very important. She even, you know, helped me out with some. Oh, sorry, excuse me. She even helped me out, try to look for GED classes. She did a lot of things for me. Heck, at some point, I didn't even have socks because they were all either ripped, torn, or whatever. And she got me socks. She would give me money just to help me out. And I mean, she had to pay for her college. She had to pay for her stuff. Because she, you know, she's kind of an. I mean, she's not anymore, but she wasn't an illegal immigrant here, and now she worked out her stuff. But how she did everything by herself and by working hard by herself. And I would basically mooch off her. You know? So, I mean, I felt bad for all that stuff. At the end, we stayed together for like a whole year, arguing, bickering. Have some great memories. We have some rough ones. I wasn't always good with words because I would always confuse them, and I'm not somewhat, but I am dyslexic. So some words would come out wrong, some words won't come out at all. And I remember I confused because she was very conscious of her self-image, and I said something that kind of really upset her. I said, "Hey, your chest looks really saggy." I was trying to be, you know, sexy, but apparently I failed at that, and you guys know what I meant. But yeah, I sometimes insults would come out instead of compliments, and it was just bad all around. So at the end of the day, we just stayed for like a whole year. After, after my birthday, she had enough, and she decided to break up with me. I, being an 18-year-old boy who, well, technically 19 at that point, I didn't want to let her go. She meant the world to me, and I finally got to be with her, and now I lost her. Man, I was broken for a few years. I don't know at what age I basically got over her, but yeah, it was, you know, don't ever let a guy or whatever talk to you about that stuff and, try to convince you. I learned my lesson. That didn't end well for me, and man, I wish I can go back in time and honestly just, you know, slap my younger self with some common sense and be like, don't be stupid. She's probably the best thing you have, and you don't want to lose it. Because if you do, trust me, it's gonna hurt like hell. But oh well, I mean, I'm over it now. I'm better. I'm moving forward. My head is up. As they said in a movie, once you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up. Get it? Because, I'm going up the ladder, Was trying to make a joke. So yeah, that's the biggest breakup I ever had, basically. Or the roughest one. Because even after we broke up, to be honest, I would still see her. Or try to go see her. I would take the car, and I didn't legally have a license at that time. I would go take the car and just drive up where she would go and just give her rides everywhere. Because that's how crazy it was for her, basically. Also, don't be too attached to someone. I mean, unless you're sure you're getting married, because if you get attached to someone and you're not sure, then don't do it. And you, my friend, you're Frankie. Frankie the chicken. Go live. Go love. Murder everyone. I like how we just agreed to that. But yeah, that's the end of the story right there. Supposedly, the last time I talked to her, she said I'm happy for her, She finally found someone who can treat her better. And makes her happy, so I'm glad about that, honestly. It all started with Frankie. Oh god. Frankie, hold up. I gotta make this for you. Hold on. Hold on. I have an axe. Why am I doing this? I mean, technically, this is not my first major breakup. The first major breakup happened back in high school. This was after high school, but this is the first one. This is the breakup that actually did some damage to me, basically. More than usual. But yeah. Frankie. Frankie. Come here. Come here. Come on. Dang it. Hold on, let's make this. Boom. Whoops. I made two. There. I'll keep Frankie in here most times. Here, Frankie. Eat. Can you eat yet? Because I kind of want to give you food. Hold on. You can't eat yet, so. Man, well, whatever. Alright, Calico, I think that should be enough for today. Let me go ahead and sleep, if it's possible. Oh, whatever. It's good. You have some funny stories, to be honest, with buses. Like, I think buses are your worst enemy, by the way. It's 1 a.m. in the morning. Holy crap, I should be in bed. I get it, I just went to bed. Haha, funny joke. Well, alright, Calico, this has been fun. I enjoyed this. Later on today, I'm gonna stream Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memory, so keep a lookout for it. Alright? Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a great night, good sleep. Treble out.